Hey, all, this is Sean Gerber with CISSP Cyber Training, and we are going to be talking about CISSP exam questions. So we're going to roll into some of these questions that you can get at CISSP Cyber Training. So if you're listening to this, you're either listening through a podcast or through YouTube, but you'll be able to get access to these questions and many more at CISSPcybertraining.com. So kind of throwing them out here, you can we'll just walk through them step by step and then go from there. So, CISSP exam question 11. You are concerned about the risk that an avalanche poses to your $3 million shipping facility. Okay, so now you're thinking about you possibly have disaster recovery situation. Based on your expert opinion, you determine that there is a 5% chance that an avalanche will occur each year. Now, you may get that information from some place, I don't know where, but there's a place that probably can tell you that 5% chance of having an avalanche each year. Experts advise you that an avalanche would completely destroy your building and require you to rebuild on the same land or same mountain. 90% of the $3 million value of this facility is attributed to the building and 10% is attributed to the land itself. What is the single loss expectancy of your shipping facility to an avalanche? So when you're looking at this question, the thing you want to look at is the $3 million single loss expectancy, SLE. And you also want to understand what is the AV and your EF. So basically the expected frequency of when it's going to occur and so forth. All right. So your answer is, or question is 3 million, or I should say answer 3 million, 2.7 million, 270,000, or 135,000. So what is your single loss expectancy? Again, based on 5% of the time you're going to have this issue, and that the fact that $3 million is going to be the value of this facility. So the answer is $2.7 million. Now understand that the SLE, your single loss expectancy, is the product of the AV and the EF. Okay, from this scenario, you'll know that the AV, the actual value, is $3 million. And the EF, which basically means the expectant frequency of this, is 90%. So based on that same thing, the same land can be built on, right? Unless it's a mountain that totally goes away, you're going to be able to rebuild on that. So you're looking at that 90% of that $3 million, right? So based on that, this yields a single loss expectancy of $2.7 million. So it's important that you just kind of understand that the whole land didn't go away. And that's a gotcha that will happen is you'll glob onto the $3 million and go, well, hey, it's $3 million. It would be A. But no, you can rebuild on that specific land unless the mountain itself is totally gone. Now, one thing to think about is if you had like on a seashore and you had your facility on the sand, and you had the foundation was there on this sand, and a tsunami came in and took out basically where your building was at, and let's say it became part of the ocean, then obviously you couldn't rebuild. So that's something you'd want to consider. Again, that's where your key thing is to focus on that aspect. You need to know the formula, but you also need to understand those little nuances that are actually in the question itself.